We do have some developments on the Carlton Reserve. Y'all, this was taken yesterday at the search. This is aerial footage. Now, according to CNN, police have found remnants of a campsite that appeared to have been recently used at the Carlton Reserve. A source close to the family told CNN's Chris Cuomo this info on Wednesday. Yesterday, y'all. This is breaking developments in the search for Brian Laundrie. ABC 7 learned earlier on Wednesday that Brian's father, Chris Laundrie, was asked to help with the search. Here is what Laundrie's attorney said in a statement. Chris Laundrie was asked to assist law enforcement in their search for Brian at the preserve today. Since the preserve has been closed to the public, Chris has not been able to look for Brian in the only place Chris and Roberta believe Brian may be. Unfortunately, Northport police had to postpone Chris's involvement, but Chris and Roberta, I guess that meant are, hopeful there will be another opportunity to assist. I mean, the convenience of that, after they were catching all that heat, after Gabby's daddy and her family was just on Dr. Phil, saying, why haven't you been out there searching for your son? Now all of a sudden, they gonna join the search? All of this is not a coincidence. Now, ABC reached out to Northport Police Department, and they said this statement: the FBI is the lead. The Northport Police Department would not be making these decisions and actions. The FBI would have to answer if that was true. Now, according to CNN, Chris Laundrie was asked to help with the search until the discovery of the campsite, and then he was told officials wanted to search the area alone. CNN reached out to the Northport Police Department, who also told them that the FBI is the lead in the case and would not, and they would be the one making the decisions. The FBI, not the Northport Police Department, is what they're saying. Now, apparently, Sarasota County was also asked to assist in the search efforts yesterday. I don't know what else they found other than a campsite. And they did say that this Carlton Reserve has been closed to the public since the search started. So that would mean somebody's been in there illegally because the park has been closed. Somebody been living in there and, homeless person, and they just run up on them. I don't know. How the homeless population is out there, or where they live, or anything like that. Or it could be Brian. Now, in my opinion, I don't think it would be very smart, and he seems like a smart person up to this. He is as of now, as of recording this video, because he's avoided police this long. He is America's most wanted and sought after person right now. He's been in hiding, allegedly in hiding, for weeks. So I would say you got to be pretty smart to avoid law enforcement and a heavy, heavy presence of search and rescue. You have to be pretty smart to avoid all this. So I don't think he would be in the reserve where they're actively searching and he knows they're searching. Let's be honest. Let's be real here. Okay, his parents claim he went for a hike, right? So when he come home without Gabby, he had to have told them something. Something. I mean, the girl lived with them. I'm sure they ask, like, where's Gabby? What happened? Why are you here in her van and where's she at? Where'd she go? Okay, and then they didn't call law enforcement or nothing? Now, granted, that is their son, but let me tell you something. If my child left with her fiance and then come back with his vehicle without her fiance, I'd be like, excuse me, girl, and she's a girl, so I mean, I'd still be saying it, like, what happened? And then I'd be like, you are gonna, no ma'am. No ma'am. You are grown enough to make these decisions. You are grown enough to face the damn consequences for the piss poor decisions you made. That's what will go down. But they didn't do that. Nope, they didn't do that. They decided to act completely normal, act like there wasn't nobody missing whatsoever. They didn't talk to her family. That right there, that just shows you ain't got no heart and you ain't got no soul. Or either you just care about your damn self. And to me, that's still heartless. To care about only yourself. But that's the facts. He come home without her. They didn't call law enforcement. They didn't report her missing. Hell, they didn't even call her own family. They didn't do that. You know what they was doing? Putting a plan in place to try to figure out how to get him out of this. Yeah, because they knew you were, first suspect. The last person she was seen with, which would have been Brian Laundrie. So they knew from the get-go he would have been looked at. So they was like, you gotta go. So then all of a sudden, after they go camping and all this as a family, and kiki and, hang out and just bond and enjoy family time, then all of a sudden he goes on a hike and doesn't come back. Okay, all right. Let's lay out the facts. Okay, so by now, he should have done known that he was being looked at. Hell, when they reported her missing was September the 11th. September the 11th. He was still around then. He didn't help out in the search for her. Let's keep that in mind. He didn't even let them know where she could be, where she might be. The last place he seen her. He did not say nothing. That speaks volumes to me. I don't know about you, but it does to me. And that right there, look, if I was law enforcement, that would piss me off. Having somebody that knows where a missing person is and not say nothing. You don't even say the last place you saw her. Knowing everybody in the world knows you were the last person she was seen with. That silence of his spoke volumes. So he goes on a hike after that? What, to clear his mind? Really? So, they've been there. The police have been there. Been there. For how long now? A while. He knows they've been there. If he is there. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm just saying, because I know a lot of people believe he's there. I personally don't, but I'm just going along. Let's say that he's there. He's known these people have been looking for him. I'm sure he's heard some sort of four-wheeler ATV. I'm sure he's heard something. Boat, vehicle, people talking, yelling, the drones, the choppers, y'all. So he's just out here steadily trying to avoid them. And it was only a matter of time. If he was out here, which, like I said, I don't believe that. I do not. He knows that he was sought after. He knows he would have been questioned. So why has he been out there this long? He thought he was just going to live off the grid down the road from his mom and daddy's house in the woods? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. This man ain't here. In my opinion, somebody snuck in here to throw them off the scent. This is what I'm feeling right now. I feel like, of course, I'm thinking there's more than one person helping him. Got to be. He's got to be in contact with somebody. He had 2 phones. He had 2 phones. He had 2 phones. He had one in Utah. When the police pulled him over, he had a phone. And then he had a phone because he just got a new phone at the AT&T store when he was seen with the older woman the day he went missing. Or was it the day after? Because now we've lost a day. Now he was spotted. Oh, well, I'm glad I brought that up. Was he not last seen September 14th at an AT&T store with an older lady purchasing a burner phone? September the 14th is what they said, and they claim, allegedly, they caught him on camera at the AT&T store buying a burner phone in Florida with an older lady. September the 14th. So now his parents claim that they hadn't seen him since the 13th. But, mind you, he left behind his cell phone, which allegedly was the cell phone he bought at the AT&T store on the 14th. Okay, so if you got camera footage of him buying a phone on the 14th, the FBI confiscated that phone at your home, but you allegedly ain't been there since the 13th. Hello? Anybody else caught on to that? There's a lot of loopholes in this whole investigation and this whole case and this whole search that has me mind-boggled. Not only are the dates getting conflicting, like, you get what I'm saying, but this stuff right here, like, now they was, calling off the search or whatever, or not calling it off, but they was, scaling back the search on the Carlton Reserve. But now all of a sudden they back as soon as they scaled it back because there was a campsite found. Now, what I believe is, all these sightings has been on the Appalachian Trail. Now, if in fact he is on the Appalachian Trail, he probably has told his buddies or somebody needs to sneak in the reserve, make a campsite, do something, pretend like I was there. That way they think I was there. That way they'll be, focused on this area and not so much the Appalachian Trail. That could be one theory. My theory still stands, is he is in Mexico. He's out of the country. And all these shenanigans and these little games, this cat and mouse game. Y'all. His mama and daddy know something. Like, this don't make no damn sense. They ain't even y'all. They ain't searched not one time for their son. Now, all of a sudden, they was going to search. Now they can't. His daddy probably, they can't sneak nowhere. Hell, his parents are damn bordered in their house from all the damn media and paparazzi. That's a whole nother video. Good Lord, that's taking it to a whole nother level. I mean, what do y'all think? What does the media think? And I would say I'm part of the media. Okay, I could say that. But, I mean, what? Like, do they think, the media that's standing out there outside Brian Laundrie's home, do they think that the parents is going to walk out and be like, okay, here's what happened. Get out your notebooks. Here's what happened. Do they think Brian Laundrie's going to walk out and say, hey, guys, anybody want to interview? I mean, it's a little much. It's a little much. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. They said there's a campsite found. I done told you my thoughts and my theories. Let me know your thoughts and theories. Do you think he's on the Appalachian Trail? A lot of people are like, this is some big media circus. I mean, at this point, I agree because I'm side-eyeing everything now because I'm like, how do you have so many conflicting stories? I don't get it. I don't get it. Now people are like, is there a body found at the reserve? I mean, well, let me tell you this. Pretty sure that would have done been taken care of by the wildlife at the reserve. Because I'm not even around the swamp. I'm in Mississippi. But let me tell you how it goes around here with coyotes, wild hogs. That's the main nuisance that tears up stuff. Okay, look. A few years ago, I'm deer hunting. I get a doe. She runs in the woods. She didn't fall right there. She ran in the woods. I could not find her. Blood trailed her. Couldn't find no more blood. Couldn't find her. So I'm like, all right, we'll go the next morning, first thing, and look for her in the daylight because it was close to dark when I shot her. And by the time I got there looking for, that night, it was night. It was dark. So it was just like, I mean, you can see better in the morning. Anyway, go back out there the next morning. Mind you, this had been, 12 hours? I found her. The coyote done got a hold of her and strode her across the woods. Yeah, wasted my darn meat. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I mean, you don't think alligators, coyotes, wild hogs, anything, snakes? Well, snakes would have ate his body. But, I mean, if he was out there and if something would have happened, they probably wouldn't be no remnants. The alligator, if alligator got a hold of you, pretty sure he's not going to leave. Not even a finger or a toe. Especially when he's the only one feasting on you. I mean, I hate to be gruesome, but I'm being real. These people that are coming up with these conspiracies and believing these conspiracies are coming up with these ideas like, oh, well, they could have found a body. I don't think the body would have still been intact. I don't think there would have been a body because I think there's too much wildlife. Hogs, wild hogs eat bones and all, y'all. Quick. I mean, this ain't just over like months. It's quick. Yes. So, I mean, I don't know. I do not think he is in this reserve. I think this is a big cat and mouse game, and I think somebody who is helping him done this. Or somebody who thinks this is a game done this. Let me know what you think. Y'all, please smash that subscribe button if you have not already. I've been working on a few more cases. And I want to thank y'all for over 5,000 subscribers. That means so much to me. I appreciate it. Share this video. Share all my videos. Share my channel. Tell your mom and them about it. Tell your cousins. I will have another video on the Jessica Stacks case and the Summer Wells case coming up today and tomorrow. So be sure you stay tuned for that. There's not really any updates or developments in either of those cases, but I just want to kind of have like a open discussion about it and see what y'all think. I have a new video to show regarding the Jessica Stacks case, so that should be interesting to get your thoughts on that. I'll see y'all in my next video.